Dangerous conditions, and this storm has already slammed Texas yet again. Another night there with millions without power, without heat, without water.
But I have to tell you, as a fellow Houstonian, in my 30+ years, guys, I have never seen our Houston streets look like this before.
Even though it had been predicted, we knew it was coming, but I don't think anybody realized the severity.
And just to go through something like that and to not know, like, okay, what is my next move? What can I do?
The mental state was getting to a place of feeling alone, feeling abandoned, because we couldn't live in our unit with using the bathroom with all of us in there, because it was about 10 of us in there.
If you think about like the devastations that has happened in Houston, particularly to like Black and brown folks over the years, and then add that on to like Houston is consistently #2 in evictions.
The storm shut the city down. I mean, it devastated the entire city, and unfortunately there was actually lives lost as a result of the storm hitting the city of Houston.
It was very distressful, especially considering on top of COVID.
So I mean, we had to go fill up water at someone else's house, bring it to their house, just so they could flush the toilets.
I was sitting in the dark in Houston, cold, trying to figure out what we were gonna do next. And James calls me and he goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" He also checked on the team to see how everyone who lived in Houston, how we were faring. And then once we got kind of an idea of how we were doing as an internal team, his next question was, "What are we doing in Houston?" And I said, "What do you wanna do in Houston?" He said, "I wanna put money in the hands of the people so that they can get the supplies that they need to be able to get done what needs to get done." And then after that, all we had to do was identify people. We didn't want to just give it to a specific organization just to give it. We wanted to do something different and put it in the hands of the people. I knew that there were some organizations that worked directly with people, that understood the scope of the need, and all I had to do was call the Forge for Families. All I had to do was call BLMX Houston. All I had to do was call community activist Nigelon Dunn and calling Restoration Community Center and say, "Hey, we need some names of people that need help."
She handed me the envelope after we got through hugging and everything. And when I opened it up and read it, it was addressed to me. And the part that caught my heart and touched my soul is when it said, "You're not alone." Relief means you can breathe. You're not boggled down by bills, and you're just able to breathe and be free.
When you think of relief, the temporary release of tension so that you can take a breath, you can't help but think about what happened with George Floyd. If the officer, if he would have taken his knee off of his neck for a moment to allow relief so that George could breathe, so that he could reset and get himself together, he would be alive today. Everyone needs relief and is deserving of relief, disaster or not.
Marriage that y'all are forming between philanthropy and a desire for sneakers and a love for sneakers, like that's a beautiful thing, and I think y'all are really gonna have a long-lasting impact.
My job is to build relationship and activations with community. We have consumers and our community wherever we have a store and a footprint. We want to be able to look around and go, what's going on in the city? How can we connect with real people there?
Thank you.
I thank y'all so much.
I say thank you, and I'm extremely grateful on behalf of the folks in our community. Truly, truly grateful, and hope that you will continue to do what you're doing.
And just the thought of your care and your heart to want to do for others is truly a blessing.
To the Whitaker Project, as well as the sneakerhead community, I would just simply say thank you, because that's the only thing that I can say.